I never imagined I'd look at my wife and feel like she was a stranger. But that's exactly what happened the night of Ethan's party. The room was buzzing with laughter, clinking glasses, and loud music, but all I could hear was the pounding in my chest as she leaned toward me with a smile that used to melt me. She pressed her hand against my chest, leaned in, and whispered, "Kiss me." I should have kissed her. I should have let the moment pass, pretended everything was fine for the sake of appearances. But I didn't. Instead, I looked her in the eyes and said words that drained the color from her face. "You should ask him for that kiss, not me." And just like that, her smile shattered. The days before the party. It started 2 weeks before, with little things. Her phone never left her side, her late-night work calls, the way she laughed too hard at messages that weren't mine. We'd been married 8 years, and I knew her patterns. She used to leave her phone charging on the counter, face up. Now it was always face down on silent, sometimes even in the bathroom with her. I didn't want to become the paranoid husband. But when your gut twists every time your wife smiles at her phone, you know something's wrong. One night, she fell asleep with her phone half tucked under her pillow. My hands shook as I picked it up. I told myself I just needed peace of mind. Instead, I found hell. The texts were there, thread after thread with a name I recognized. Ryan. He was her co-worker. I'd met him twice, both times catching the way his eyes lingered too long on her. Her texts. "Last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about it. Don't worry, he's so clueless. I wish I could just be with you." I felt something inside me crack. My hands went numb, my breath shallow. I wanted to wake her up, scream, demand answers. But instead I put the phone back, laid beside her, and stared at the ceiling until morning. Pretending. For days, I carried the secret like a stone crushing my chest. I watched her smile at me across the breakfast table, ask if I wanted more coffee, and I wondered, how long has she been lying to me? I didn't confront her right away. I needed proof beyond texts, needed to see her reaction when she thought she was safe. So I waited. And then Ethan, a mutual friend of ours, invited us to his birthday party. Everyone from her office was going to be there, including Ryan. That night, I decided, would be the night I looked my wife in the eyes and let her know that I knew everything. Party. Place was packed. Music thumped through the speakers. Bodies pressed together in laughter and conversation. My wife looked stunning in her navy blue dress, the same one I'd once told her made her look like she owned the world. She looped her arm through mine, smiling as if nothing was wrong, as if she wasn't secretly betraying me. I played my part, greeting friends, shaking hands, sipping my drink. But my eyes were everywhere, searching. And then I saw him, Ryan, standing near the bar, laughing with some coworkers. And then, God help me, I saw the way he looked at her. Like she was already his. And I saw the way she avoided looking at him too directly, but her body language betrayed her. Subtle glances, quick smiles, the way she tucked her hair behind her ear when he laughed. My stomach burned. The moment. It was past midnight when she pulled me onto the balcony. The music faded behind the glass doors, replaced by the muffled hum of the city. She leaned against the railing, the moonlight painting her face in silver. "Are you okay?" she asked, her hand brushing my chest. "You've been distant tonight." I stared at her hand, wondering how many times those fingers had traced Ryan's skin. "I'm fine," I lied. She smiled, leaned closer, her breath warm against my cheek. "Then prove it. Kiss me." And that's when I snapped. I pulled back, looked straight into her eyes, and said quietly but firmly, "You should ask him for that kiss, not me." The words sliced through the air like glass shattering. Her face froze, her lips parted, and for the first time in weeks, I saw guilt, raw and unmasked, flood her expression. The confrontation. Her voice trembled. What are you talking about?" "Don't," I said sharply. "Don't lie to me. I know about you and Ryan." Her face went pale. "How?" "I read the messages," I cut in. "Every single one. You didn't even bother deleting them." Tears welled in her eyes and she reached for me, but I stepped back. Please, it's not what you think. Don't you dare insult me with that, I said, my voice low, tight with rage. You told him I was clueless. That you wished you could be with him. Tell me, how long have you been laughing at me behind my back? The tears spilled over. It was a mistake. I don't love him. I love you. Her words twisted the knife. You don't get to say that. Not after this. The breaking point. She crumpled against the railing, sobbing. It didn't mean anything. I was lost. Work has been stressful and he was there. I swear, it was a moment of weakness. I laughed bitterly. A moment of weakness. You told him last night was amazing. How many moments of weakness have there been? Silence. Her silence was my answer. I turned away, staring out at the city lights. Do you have any idea what you've done? You've destroyed us. Everything we built, everything I thought we had, it's gone. I can fix this, she whispered desperately. We can fix this. Please don't give up on us. I shook my head. You gave up on us the moment you let him touch you. The aftermath. We left the party in silence. In the car, she sobbed quietly, begging me to talk, but I kept my eyes on the road, gripping the wheel until my knuckles turned white. When we got home, I didn't even go to our bedroom. I grabbed a blanket, laid down on the couch, and stared at the ceiling until dawn, the same way I had the night I found the texts. The next morning, she sat across from me at the kitchen table, her face swollen from crying. Please, she said softly, don't leave me. I made a mistake, but I'll do anything to make it right. I looked at her, the woman I once thought I'd grow old with, and I felt nothing but emptiness. You already left me, I said quietly. The night you chose him, you left me. I just hadn't caught up yet. Her tears started again, but I stood up, grabbed my keys and walked out. Epilogue. It's been 3 months since that night. The divorce papers are filed, and we're living separate lives. Sometimes I still wake up expecting to hear her laugh, to feel her next to me. And then I remember the balcony. I remember her eyes when I said the words that ripped our marriage apart. You should ask him for that kiss, not me. And even now, despite the pain, I don't regret saying it. Because that was the moment I stopped being blind. That was the moment I chose myself over her betrayal. And that was the moment she realized she had lost me forever.